Hey guys, Miss Shoemake here. Today for math, we're going to be solving for missing sides when you are given either area or perimeter. So this is the circumstance where they give you maybe the length and they give you the area, but they didn't give you the width, and that's what they're trying to solve for. Or they give you the perimeter and one of the sides, and you have to figure out what the other side is. So they give you the length, you have to figure out what the width is. That's what we're going to work on today. So I've kind of already set it up for us. I know that for area, my formula is length times width. So in order to find the missing side, my length or my width, what you're going to do is do the inverse operation. So I set it up. We know the inverse of multiply is to divide. So I would take my whole, which is my area, I would divide it by my given, okay? Whatever your problem gives you, either length or width, that's what goes there. And then your answer will be what's missing. Your width, your length, whichever one they didn't give you. Now, if they give you perimeter, it involves a little bit more steps. So we know that one of our formulas for perimeter is side plus side plus side plus side. So we know that they're going to give you a side, which really is two sides because it would be your top and bottom or your left and your right. So you're going to take those two, and those you're given, you're going to add them together. Okay? After you add those together, you're going to take that answer and you're going to subtract it from your perimeter. So P minus your answer. Okay? So then you're going to get that difference, and whatever this difference is, we're going to call it D. We're going to take that difference and divide it by 2. So the reason we are dividing it by 2 is because you're still missing two side lengths. So once you divide it by 2, it will tell you what that one side length would be. Okay, so that sounds fantastic, right, in theory? Let's put it to use. All right, so let's try where we are given the area first. Okay, so let's do A equals 54 inches squared. Okay, so area is 54 inches squared, so I know I'm going to use the formula A equals length times width. Okay, they also told us that this length is 9 inches. So some of us may already know what that side length is. If we don't know, we are now going to put our numbers into our equation and then do the inverse operation to find that missing side. So my area is 54. My length is 9 times my width, which is, I don't know. Some of us can figure it out from this point. But if you don't realize it, you're going to take your 54, which is your whole. You're going to do the inverse of multiply, which is divide, by your given length, which is 9. And that will give you your width. So 54 divided by 9 is actually 6. So my missing width, W equals 6 inches. Okay? Easy peasy, it's one step. Some of us already realize it and don't have to do that inverse operation. Now that was if you're given area. So now we're going to do if we're given perimeter. So if I have a shape and P equals 24 meters. Okay? And we're going to say that the length is 8 meters. I don't know what my width is. So if P equals side, plus side, plus side, plus side. I'm going to put in what I already know. So I already know that 2 sides are 8 meters. And I know my perimeter is 24. I don't know the other sides yet. So remember, my steps are to add, subtract, and divide by 2. So I'm going to add 8 plus 8, which is my given, and I get 16. Now I'm going to take that 16 and subtract it from my whole, which is my 24. 24 minus 16. Oh, I can't do that in my head. I'm going to have to work it out. So 24 minus 16. I have to regroup because I can't do 4 minus 6. 14 minus 6. Okay, so you have to do it however you make sense of it. I like to count up. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, that's 8. So this is 8. So that is equivalent to the 2 sides that we're missing. We want to know what one side is. So I'm going to take my 8. Oh, that's not very pretty, but that's an 8. And divide it by 2. I know that 8 divided by 2 is 4. So what that tells me is that my missing sides equal 4 meters. So I can always check it. So I know my sides were 8 plus 8. Then my other 2 sides will be 4 plus 4. Okay, so 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 4 plus 4 is 8. And then 16 plus 8 is 24. So it's correct. Okay, so perimeter gives us more steps, but still doable. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Bye.